What we will do is don't write it. First of all, we will define controlling area. So the path for it is enterprise structure, definition. I'll share you the notes. It's there. If you want to write it down, I'm not going to stop you. So, enterprise structure, definition, controlling, maintain controlling area. Maintain controlling area.
How many brains must have worked together to make this SAP?
5 people who left their job from IBM started this company.
Only 5.
And they created like 60-70% of the software?
Not really. They started off with R1 initially. I believe it was on 80s. Then R2, and then R3. So by that time they must have had big teams.
What's the difference in R1, R2 and R2? Just considering the system.
Yeah.
Architecture.
Tier 1 architecture.
R2 and R3 is McDonald's and Subway, if you remember, on the first session. 3-tier architecture.
How can you forget McDonald's?
I remember what is R3. I don't need to go in R1.
Okay. Maintain controlling area.
What's the T code? CDA?
OX06.
Click on new entry. What is our company code?
CW.
CW.
But you're on City.
Oh my god. Creating controlling area in my system. I was wondering how come it is this fast, you know? Shouldn't be this fast. Okay, I'm doing it on my company machine. So let me go.
You can always revoke that, right?
Yeah, it is client 175, so can't be bothered. Good that you reminded. Anyway, I was not.
Okay.
I started my management console.
Why did you buy that hard disk?
So, by the time my computer boots up, who has got planning in next 2-3 months to write a certification? Next 2-3 months.
I'll
Yeah.
do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I do it. Just certification. Yeah? Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. Just
Certification.
Yeah. Certification.
It will put a lot of value in your CV. It is like, when you apply for a visa or extension, this UKBA will only believe on third party evidence, your bank statement, which you cannot make up, right? Your P60. So this is third party evidence.
But wouldn't they
Certification.
look at the certificate's date?
Dates, yeah.
Dates.
You've been working for like
No,
6,
they won't
7
check it
They
as
won't
long as you got logo,
Okay.
right? Doesn't really matter. I'm not certified. Having said that, all the people I have trained, they are satisfied. I'm certified.
Yeah, satisfied. Well done.
I
I don't know.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, that I can't say, right? You have to say.
Yeah. Truly.
I give my best. I'm not perfect, but I'll try my best. So certification will definitely help.
We can't have a view of the CV, how it's going to be like.
CV,
Yeah,
I'll show you
thank you.
right now. I made it for Kapil. You all know Kapil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Kapil came
No,
here
he
one
came
day.
once.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely can hear.
Can't blame.
So he's getting ready. He had one interview so far. Oh, sorry.
He's getting.
You can take rocket to the moon kind of CV this. Right? So
What's your full name, by the way? Kapil Chenchlani.
Chinchalani, he's
Yeah,
a
we copy.
Cindy.
Beautiful.
But we have a copy. Can I have a copy? I don't know about other people.
No,
No, yet.
Someone
No, I'm not
personal
pushing the
thing.
CV out yet.
No,
I
no,
just
he
wanna
will
see
make a
it.
CV for each of
Yeah, I
us.
know.
I'll make CV for each of you. I have to sit individually with each of you. So more than 5 years of experience with 2 full cycle implementation with FI and CO. What is full life cycle?
And
End-to-end.
What do you mean by end to end?
That's what you told us. Bob.
Implements.
Yeah, ASAP methodology. As per the ASAP method. 5 steps, 5 stages, right? Experience of key business processes like P2P, O2C, R2R. What is procure to pay?
Account payable.
Yeah, it is, yeah, accounts payable, but the whole process,
Yeah.
P2P, I have
Yeah.
in the first or second session we have covered P2P. How the procurement work. If I want this laptop in my company, initially I need to do a requisition.
Yeah.
Requisition,
Purchase
they
requisition,
do
request for quotation, purchase order.
purchase order, right?
Write it down.
It's written.
I too good you.
So you need to understand the whole process. O2C, record to report.
But that is not for the MMs.
Sorry? No. Because you are being an FI consultant, you should know how it functionally works, right? How it functionally works. They are not expecting you to have a config knowledge, but functionally how it works. What is the integration point? And you know, if I talk about O2C, I'm sure I must have given example.
Yeah.
Order to
O2C process, it is not just within SAP, right? O2C within SAP is FI and SD, right? It can cross the boundary of SAP. Then you have a mobile application, you have your internet-based shopping
Yeah.
carts. So, how it end-to-end works? R2R,
Most of them is SD.
record to report. Record to report. It's all about change management, right? Whatever configuration we have done, right? What we have done, either we are restricting the users through tolerances or field status, right? That okay, you can post up to this amount, and this is the maximum discount you can allow. If you are doing credit note, you have to post text. Text is mandatory, right? So first thing, how you record it. What is the process of recording, right? What are the controls available when it comes to data recording? Why? Because data quality is the biggest issue now, right? The data is getting huge in big companies, right? So because the way you gather the data, the same data you are using for reporting, right? So it is very important when you are gathering the data, you have to cleanse it properly, right? So in order to record to report process, I'll give you an example. When we say creating a GL account, right? How long it takes? 20 seconds, 30 seconds, right? That creation of GL account itself, I can create GL in 30 seconds, but what are the knock-on effects of creating that GL account? If it is a PNL based GL account, I need to create cost element as well. If it is a GL account, it's a new expense account, I might have 10 FSVs, financial statement version OB58, right? We have done financial statement version to view the reports, right? So that new GL needs to be included on those groups, right? Also, if you have a BW system, business warehouse system, which is pulling data from SAP into BW for reporting, right? That also needs to pull this new GL related detail into that system. So one change, right? I can decide, okay, there are a lot of people going through. I make some changes, something outside, but which can hamper few other people's, right? So one change, a small change, I need to see all the knock-on effects. So when I'm recording the data, or even if it is a GL account creation or any transactional data, till the report, I know the process, the total end-to-end analysis. I understand the whole process, right? When it comes to recording, what I have to bear in mind, field status, tolerances, everything, in terms of data quality. In terms of creating GL account, I should know what should be required, optional, right? And after creating that GL account, in order for reporting, right, what are the implications we have, what are the options we have, what are the knock-on effect it can have, right? So GL is just a one example which I have given, but you need to understand how it is going to impact few other things, right? So see, experience of FIC, SDMM integration knowledge in implementation of SAP ECC 5 and ECC 6 version, strong exposure in end user documentation and training, multiple implementation experience in various phases of projects like business blueprint, realization, configuration, customization, unit testing. He can do all sorts of things, right, as per his CV.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Can we do it?
proficient with gap analysis, design implementation. So this is professional summary, functional skill, and technical skill. Right? And then it comes to education, projects. Right? He has got 5 years of experience. So see, I can get reference for this client. That's why I have written this reference. Right? So support consultant. Then we have Amy, Centrica, Fox, Shirdi.
This is a lot of CV. How many pages is it?
4 page.
Yeah, usually minimum 3 to 4 pages. Normal, quite normal.
That's too much.
So all the bullet points, what I used to do, you must have got in one of my recording. So all these bullet points, I had a word file called masala. Yeah, masala. So when the job description comes, see, Kapil is the guy. Once his CV out in the market, he cannot change this.
Yeah.
This client and this period, but content he can always change. Right? Content you can change.
It's master agent.
Because you can highlight few things, right? Because you can highlight the things as per the job description. You can say, okay, it was not enough to describe what I have done within this. So as per the job description, this you can change, right? So when there is a job which has been advertised, you cannot throw one common CV everywhere. It doesn't work like that. You have to be proactive, right? You have to be proactive. You cannot sell ice cream on the winter, right? So you need to sell right product at the right time. So when you have a job description,
We can say.
so when you have a job description,
Raj can say, gulab jamun on top of what you can say.
no, this take it as an example. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Ice cream man in my area, I do sell it Christmas.
You do sell on Christmas.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream
Yeah.
man. Everybody will be wondering.
Ice cream is ice cream, no?
He said ice cream is winter.
Well, what else you
You
can't
have to
sell?
add some flavor. Gulab jamun on the top. You have to add some
You
flavor.
can't
Gulab
sell
jamun.
ice cream in Antarctica.
Yeah, you cannot sell ice cream on Antarctica. Maybe there might be few people.
They don't want ice cream, but flavor.
Okay,
That's cool.
but the example, what I'm trying to say, as per the job description, you need to tweak your CV. Whatever they are looking for, you need to have a bullet point in your masala file. Copy paste it. Make sure the font is not changing. Here you have Arial and here Times New Roman.
So you
It means that
Yeah.
your CV you've been doing a lot of copy paste, right? So when you copy paste, make sure you are changing the font. Has to be same font.
But you're going to help us to
Yeah.
write it, isn't
Plus
it?
font size.
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah.
I will make your CV, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
show you
Hmm.
how to tweak it afterwards. So
Okay,
you
okay.
won't become dependent upon me
On you. Okay.
for new job, right? Whatever new comes up, you should be able to tweak it
So
yourself.
you are air
So you can give us
independent.
some masala.
Hmm?
You are air
Points.
independent.
That masala, okay, I can give. But you got to be careful using that masala. Right?
That's too spicy.
So, what you need to know, I mean, as per the job description, we are changing it. Right? About the client, you should know the location, who were your colleague, what was the size of IT team, what are the module implemented, and whom you used to report. Right? 4-5 things. Right? If you say, okay, I'm working from British American Tobacco on my CV, I don't know where their offices are.
Work from home.
And what was the size of the team, whom I used to report, what modules they have implemented, what was the process they had, right?
They're sitting in Canary Wharf.
Yeah, Canary Wharf. So you already know that.
Mm. You got that one as well, yeah?
See, the best thing is, I mean, I don't feel comfortable saying this, but it is a lie, right? What we are doing, it's a lie, honestly. But we have been enforced to lie,
Yeah.
right? And with a good cause, we are lying, right? We want a
very
decent
good
job.
cause.
No
If
problem.
there
We're
is-
not killing the world or killing some innocent. We're not
It's a
doing
very
a
good
doctor
cause.
stuff or no
It's a social
stuff.
cause. It's a very good
Yeah,
cause.
if you're training us to be a doctor, then
Yeah,
it
it
will be a
is.
different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like cutting.
so this is this we can. You should know about the client, right?
That's the transactional data can be changed.
No problem.
No. You have to hide it forever.
See, those who are not good liars, for those who are not good liars, what I can advise, they need to make their existing job as a SAP job. Those who are not a good liars, nobody can cross check it, right? If you have, wherever you are working, if you have a colleague who can give an email reference, which is more than enough, right? Otherwise, you know everything about the company, where are they based, what sort. See, those who are working in accounts, just turn whatever accounting work you do. Imagine you are doing in SAP. You will get loads of examples. Just imagine you are doing that work in SAP, right? And those.
I'm trying to do that, but the thing is, like, I'm not working on all the modules, so my work is very limited in my company. And like here, we are learning everything.
That is what happens in bigger project. Do you think consultants do all sorts of work? No. There will be 3 FICO people working just on AP. 4 of them working on AR.
Yeah, that's what I
assets,
want. No?
specific.
That's what I want, you know. That make me motivate. Okay, there is a couple of more people to give all kind of burden.
And most important thing is what on CV? What is the most important thing?
Confidence. Only
No, on CV.
on CV.
Qualification?
Reference is after that to shortlist. I mean,
No, the first page, yeah, first thing is
Technical skill.
yeah. Top one, yeah.
Somewhere.
this area is more in
Because they
summary.
don't check it only first page, that's it.
And you need to have a wow moments
Yeah.
on your CV. Right? What if if I'm working as a SAP consultant, nothing goes wrong for good 5 years, everything is smooth, it's not good for me. Something needs to break so that I can fix it. Then I can claim a promotion or whatever I want to, right? It doesn't mean I should break something, but right?
But then, what will happen to a previous experience?
Hmm?
We include that on the CV.
Whatever, see, that's why I said I need to sit with you one to one, every one of you. Whatever we can convert into SAP, we will do it. Whatever we can
Don't
convert.
worry, you have so many
Do you know
things to
someone on
convert.
Loda Group, Mumbai? Right. And then you can have wow moment. Just choose the process which you like the most. APAR, right? Talk about O2C. You can get many examples. In your company, we had a project. This was my deliverables. We had this major issue, and I come up with an idea, and everyone liked it. We implemented it, and we managed to go live couple of weeks early. That is your wow moment, right? So you got to explain this on an interview, right? So if you watch any Bollywood, Hollywood movie, right, any action movie, the actor creates problem out of nothing and then he resolves it, right? That is what is all about. That is what we have to do. It's all UK. I'm telling you, UK is all about communication, right? If you miss one or two modules, it's not a problem. But your communication, and your confidence is quite important, right? So I'll tell you. I mean, you need to. It is not just SAP. You need to change as a person, right? Follow London LBC or any radio channels you like, just to pick up the accents, the way they communicate. Read all the jargons. I have sent the link the other day about all the IT jargons. You need everything, right? You need Air Force, you need Navy, and you need Army as well. You cannot rely upon one thing. So it is just a proactive approach, and you will get there. I'm telling you. Learn SAP. You need to have an examples with the solution which you have provided, the issue which you have resolved, right? With all the terminologies and the process which we follow: change management, support management, transport management, right? Which we have discussed. Yeah. Okay. So this is the CV. Or you might have to do like that advert, Mountain Dew. Have you seen that advert? No, three guys who went for an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen? It's a funny one. Okay, let's focus here. Oh, this is not my.
You love that from your side first.
My God, I need to borrow someone's machine. Mine is not.
You could use it in here. It's recording as well. Oh yeah, but there's no
Cable.
cable.
You can leave it, man.
You can use it.
You have VGA cable,
What?
VGA port.
Oh yeah.
You got HDMI.
Yes, yes, yes.
I go mine.
You got it. Great. Mine is causing problem today.
Oh, Sam, pass it to me. I'll put the crack.
Hmm?
To turn it off.
Try turning it on. Maybe might come up.
No, I'm just gonna put the crack on there for you.
That's the reason why it is causing problem. Yeah?
Come.
Oh, you got the mouse, yeah?
Yeah.
No, this one is where it is going. Thank you. Not found yet.
Mouse to you.
Got it. Should we close this first? function.
Oh, you do.
Oh, is here duplicate. Duplicate. Looks a bit different though.
Yeah. Raj, will you just move the
Just move the
Just
Projector.
projector. Do the complete work, brother.
Bit away there, bro. Sorry.
No, it's
Bro,
not good. It's
spit
not
down
good.
there.
Not a little bit more further.
Yeah. Please. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No, wait.
Okay.
DIY.
Do it yourself. Yeah. Okay. So controlling area CW01 and I'm clicking on this button. Controlling area is equals to company code. Same as company code. Controlling area same as company code. Company code is again CW01. Right? So it will inherit certain things from the company code, as you can see: currency type, currency, chart of account, fiscal year variant. Right? Okay, that makes this full screen. So here I'm saying controlling area same as company code, and cross company code cost accounting is when you have one controlling area for multiple company codes, and that you can only do when
When you have same fiscal year variant
chart of
and
account
same
is
chart
same.
of
See,
account.
as you can see here, controlling area same as company code. Click on save button.
Do I have to put the company name as well? It didn't pop up. No, once you click on the control, the press sleep and then select CW.
Company code it is asking.
CW01 and I put FX. If you click it, then it will come automatically.
So this is the controlling area we have created.
Did you write it down or did you?
Save the changes. Yes.
Sam, I'm getting a message says when I save, task request has already been released.
You must have done something.
I basically, when you were doing few states, I was
You've
released
been
a few
experimenting.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What you need to do? Click on green tick and click on the new page. Yeah. Type some description and it will let you
Controlling.
save it.
Save, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then click green tick, yeah.
Yeah. Green tick.
Oh, thank you.
So controlling.
Finding a problem.
Very good.
CW01.com.
You don't have that company code.
No.
That is not company.
Zero or O.
CW01.
I was pressing the search button. Yeah, sure.
Next step. Once you finish, I'll assignment. Assign company code to controlling area. Assignment. Assign company code to controlling area.
OX19.
Hmm?
OX19.
OX
19.
19.
19.
Select your controlling area. Shall I go back, Pavnish?
Create. Sorry.
You're still struggling on creation.
No, creation is done. I'm back on the mains.
Now we are in assignment.
Assign.
Assignment controlling. Assign company code to controlling area.
OX 19.
Hit enter. Yeah. Click on save. Multitasking.
Yeah. Done.
Okay. Now we need to activate few components. You're not doing it?
No, doing it.
So enterprise we have done. We can go on controlling. General controlling. Organization. See, this is the same thing. Maintain controlling area. But this step, either you can do this step or you go through an enterprise. But still we have to do this step. The reason being, here we can activate few components, right? So the path is controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area. Yeah. Click on this. And double click on maintain controlling area. See, this is what we have already done, right? It's the same thing, but here, see, if you don't want to do that enterprise, for assignment it's fine, but it is the same screen, maintain controlling area, but the only difference is it has got these two options here, which in the first instance we didn't have. We need to activate few components, right? So instead of doing the first step, you can directly do this and go to assignment and assign that to company code, right? So there are two ways to do it. It's the same thing. So I'll select my CW01 and double click on active components, control indicators.
OKKP.
Yep.
Click on new entry. Fiscal year, let's say from 2014. Now we are activating the components, controlling area components, right? So we will say cost center component active. order management component active. Commitment management. Do you know what is commitment management?
No idea.
See, when you do a purchase order or sales order, right, the accounting entry only gets created when. What is the standard process of AP? Purchase order, right? First purchase order, then you receive a goods, and then you receive an invoice. Right? When you raise a purchase order, there is no accounting entry. When you receive a goods, and from that point onward, the accounting starts. Right? Inventory debit, we do. Right? And there is an interim account which we do. I will cover that when we do integration. GRIR clearing account. Right? The point I am trying to make is accounting entry we only do when we deliver good or receive a good or sending or receiving an invoice. At the point of sales order or purchase order, there won't be any accounting entry, right? But while putting internal order, purchase order, we assign cost center, right? Okay, I want to buy 10 of these laptop. I send a purchase order to a vendor with a cost center, right? Though there is no accounting entry at the month end, they want to know what are my commitments. Right? I have to buy it once the purchase order is gone. Though he has not delivered any laptops or I haven't received any invoice, but that is my commitment. Right? If you make this commitment management active, it means it will become active. Right? To purchase order, you can see the reports.
But I think we have to activate design from cost point of view, where the cost will be absorbed.
Not necessarily. Companies can decide. They might have a reason for not activating it.
What can be the implications of not activating it, and what are the implications for?
We have got component active, right?
Let's say, for example, in a company, I'm one department, and I'm ordering 10 computers. I ordered 10 computers. Yeah? So here are that is a PO we have generated, and you put the cost in the controlling. They will come under me as a cost center. Now you are a commitment that I'm going to use those 10 computers or not. Whatever cost in the future will mean. Am I the department who gonna observe that cost?
See,
or
this
not?
commitment, again, this commitment is for that department only. Right? If they don't want to go to that minute level, they can decide not to have this. Anyway, they can find it out from purchase order. What are the open purchase order they have? Because they use this for month end, year end activities, for accrual and prepayments. Right? So that whatever they have, they can use it.
So it is not it is irrelevant only for the miscellaneous items. Only isn't it? All major item, major expenses.
No, it is we are not choosing any what kind of expenses. Do we want that active or not? It is asking commitment, irrespective of what cost object you select. Right? So either you can have. I'll address this how it looks like, because commitment management is only plays this part when you raise a sales order PO. Right? We are not going to create PO in our system, but I will show on my system how it looks like. Right? And then we need to activate profit center.
You don't need to do anything with the profit analysis.
No, not at the moment. Project is a project system. Sales order can that be also a cost carrier. Right? It can carry revenue as well as cost. For a particular, there might be a requirement in the companies for a particular order. Say for instance, I got an order to manufacture 1,000 laptops, and I want to know how much profit I am making in this particular order only. So what I need for that order? Revenue as well as expenses I have incurred, right, for that particular order. In that case, sales order will become a cost object. Right? Cost object is what? Which can carry cost. As simple as that, right? So instead of cost center, we will use sales order number itself. We'll have revenue as well as cost, right? So right now we just need cost center, internal order, commitment management, and profit center activity. Right? And click on save button. Green tick. Critical transport control in the green tick. It's not a problem. This is a major activity, that's why it is SAP team. Okay, the third step is assignment is also possible here, but we have already done this, so we don't need to do this. Right? The next step is to create number ranges. Maintain number ranges for controlling document. So in FI we have document type, likewise in controlling we have different document as well. Here, once you go there, do you want to write this maneuver? Maintain number ranges, it's just below that. Controlling area, ours is CW01, but before that, click on this copy button. Copy. From KP01 to CW01. Click on copy. Yes. KP01 to CW01. Click on green tick. Now click on interval just to see how it looks like. These are the number ranges we copied. And if I click on groups, so these are the different group for different transactions within controller. It is, imagine like a document type.
Primary transaction.
Groups is just for viewing, right? This is the groups. For primary costings, we have these many groups. For planning transactions, this many. Okay, now go back.
Now, just no. If we haven't copied from KB01, then we have to
Use
create all this-
GB01. You can use any. See what we can do here. SAP has given pre-configured company code and controlling area for each and every country. What you can do, you can use the one which you have for country GBP. So
It's on the top.
Well, that's what a clockwork run.
Yeah, after that gap. Just down. Yeah.
this is our own.
That's what I'm
Ah,
just
last.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm just looking at GBP.
Yeah.
It's Glasswork group of companies, a big company, right?
Hmm?
It's
Sorry?
a big company, Glasswork group of companies.
See, all the number ranges across all the company code is same. You can use any of them. That doesn't really matter.
It is not country specific.
Number ranges is not country specific. Number ranges. We are just copying them. Rather than inputting manually each and every number ranges.
But then why they need to give so many of this? Why they need to give
This is sample. Sample implemented company code has been given to you which you can use to copy something.
Yeah, I mean, my point is, if all these are, there is no difference, then why they need to give so many of samples? They can give only one sample or two samples, isn't it? If they all are identical.
See, for that, what you have to do, you need to go into each controlling area and check the number range. Some of them, see, number range is what? Just imagine number range, document type, right?
Yes.
On OBS 7, how many document types we have, right? And so far, how many we have used? DR, KR, DG, we haven't used DG, right? SA. So we can live with only 4 number ranges for whatever activities we have done so far. But why we copy everything? So that whenever we use any document type, we won't have any problem with document number, because there will be a number range assigned to it, right? So that's why we copy everything. Otherwise, whatever you do, whatever document type you have, you can create a number range for it, right? And the other important thing is, you need to bear in mind, number range, this is an interview question as well. Number range is not, it is not a best practice to transport a number range. People prefer to create number range in individual client, right? We don't transport it from dev to QA to production, right? People, because you must have seen that while copying number range, system is not asking transport request.
Yeah.
Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, someone who has got good experience, 10 years of experience, he can find it out straight away. Okay, can you please tell me, how do you copy number ranges if you're implementing a project, right? How you do it? Do you transport it? He will ask you that question, and then you can simply reply, no, no, no. There is a way to transport it, but the best practice is to do it on each individual client, right? Because when you copy a number range, it is not asking you transport request number, right?
Sam, you just copy KP01 to CW01, but here KP01 says USD dollars currency.
Is it?
Yeah.
It won't create any problem. If you want, I can use any of these.
C1 is C01 is in GBP, nothing else in GBP. But as you
All-
said, these were are just samples, so all are identical.
Why is it not dragging? Let us play this. So for my controlling area, I got intervals. Right? So the third step is maintain versions. This is important. Do you know the difference between budget and planning? What is the difference between budget and planning?
Once planning is approved, it becomes budget.
No, wrong.
Other way around.
No. What is the difference between, come on, budget and planning?
Plan within the budget.
Budget is
Absolutely.
just an estimation.
Absolutely, what he has said. Planning, my planning could be, I want charter plane, want to go to on my own plane into Switzerland, have fancy holiday. That is my planning. But do I have budget? Budget is as is, right? Planning is to be, right? So, so I have to live within my budget, right? So they call it top-down, bottom-up approach, right? So budget is bottom-up approach. What you have, what are your resources, the fund you have in your bank account. You need to consider that before you spend the money. So that is called budgeting. Planning, I can be hypothetical, right? My business will grow, I'll be millionaire by 2 years time, now I can spend the money, right? So here we have different versions of planning, right? Why we need different versions of planning? Why we need different versions of planning? Because at top level you have different directors, they have different ideas about the business. They think they have optimistic planning, pessimistic planning, average planning, right? They can see, oh, in America there is recession going on, it is going to have an effect on Europe as well, so they can think for next year it's going to be a bit tough, so according to that they have another planning version considering that, right? and if they are likely to get big order in future, right? Keeping that particular order in mind, they can do a planning according to that as well, right? So these are all versions 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So select 0. First of all, double click on controlling area settings. Then select 0 again. Double click on setting for each fiscal year. Right? So we don't seems to have
2014.
2014 right as a planning year. So select 2013, copy. See, SAP is so easy, you just have to copy everything. Right? Not this button, yeah, there is a, this is the copy.
Yeah. Change it to 2014
2014.
and press save.
See, there are options here: version lock, integrated planning, and copying allowed. Right? Version lock. You can lock this version if it is not longer in use.
Enter.
You can, yeah, you can lock the version. It is an integrated planning. Planning we do in combination of. See, you have two cost centers. What are your two cost centers? India and UK. Right? So you are doing planning. Right? You got a nice SAP job. You are planning for the future. Right? So here UK, you are planning next year. I'll buy nice car. For that, I'll have a provision. So first of all, we do a planning, right? So planning works in combination of cost element and cost center. Right? This is one planning. It can be with cost element plus internal order, cost element with profit center. Right? So what we are saying here, what is our cost element? Just imagine for electronics can be a GL account or cost element account, right? Next year, since I'm getting good job, I'll spend up to 1,500 pounds. This is your planning. Here, the combination is electronics plus your cost center. Okay. So here we are saying this is a GL account. We will spend up to 1,500 pounds for electronics within our cost center UK. Or an admin in business terms, let's say marketing wants to spend money on sales. Sales is a GL expense account or a cost element account, right? Next year the budget is for marketing team is 1,500 pounds, right? So in the combination of GL and cost center we are doing planning. Likewise, we can do planning in combination of internal order and
Cost center.
cost element. I'll give you an example, right? For you guys, SAP training is what? SAP training is internal order, right? And you have decided. We all Gujaratis are, we don't want to spend that much money, right? We always get best value out of our investment. So we have a dedicated budget. I don't want to go beyond 2 grand, whatever, no matter what happens, right? I won't spend more than 2 grand for SAP training, right? So that is my budget, my planning, right? But having said that, so that planning how I can do SAP training becomes my cost element, and training is my GL account, right? And in which I am saying 1,500 or 2,000. That is my absolute max. Right? So Based on that planning, then you are having training, right? We are getting along quite nice, and we are having extended session. You guys are bringing food. We might go somewhere out one day for lunch, right? So likewise, your cost is increased, right? So then this is planning, and then you have actual. So you can compare. So you have actual, you have planning amount, and the difference between actual and planning is called what it calls variances. Right? So your actual cost, what you have planned, and what is the difference. This is variance. You can get report. What was previous year actual? What is current year actual? What you have planned? What was the planning for the previous? You can do many comparisons when it comes to actual data. So for that we have different versions for different planning. So here what we are saying, yeah.
Why are we still on KP01 controlling area? It still says on KP01
Oh yes,
on
we need to
mine.
change it. Good, well spotted. Okay, what we have to do? I think it is on the main side. Set controlling area. Go, come out of it all the way on the main screen like this, and here set controlling area. Write this down. Yeah, this will happen to you at home as well. Right? Set controlling area. CW01. Select the 0. See on the first screen it doesn't show up. That's why you don't know what controlling area it is. Select the 0 controlling area settings. Again select 0 setting for each fiscal year.
It's here, 2014.
So here we have all the years, right? Till 2018, so we don't need to do anything. We have all the years.
Okay, because CW01 was in the last year, sorry. KP01, so that's why it had previous years. Since in CW01,
Is
we don't have to
fresh.
create.
Yeah, that's the reason. And what I was trying to explain, version lock, if you're not using a particular version. See, once you do a planning, yeah, sorry, you be behind or what?
So how many here we can open it?
You can open as many years you want. Yeah, normally people don't go beyond 1 or 2 years at a time. But once you do a planning, you lock this version so that no one else can make the changes. What is integrated planning? Integrated planning is what we are doing planning in combination of cost element and cost center, right? In cost center master, it might have profit center assignment, right? So when you do integrated planning, the planning will reflect to the profit center as well because it is integrated. Cost center, profit center are related to each other, right? That's why it is integrated planning. Copying allowed. What copying allowed means? See, I had an issue, right? What they wanted is they wanted a new planning version, right? And they had a cost. Just imagine £12,000 cost for a one particular item, they had a huge budget, like for 15 different GL or cost element for one particular cost center. They had different figure for the whole year. Right? But that year figure needs to be split onto 12 months, but not equally, as per the previous year actual. Right? That amount. Imagine stationery. I've been given budget £1,200. Right? For my cost center, I am a manager of a department. I have given 1,200. You can spend for the whole year. So how much I can spend each month? £100. But what I have been told, no, that is not your monthly planning. Your monthly planning should split as per the previous year actual. So maybe last year on April I might have spent £20 of stationery. On the next month I might have spent £200. Another month it was completely, I mean, I haven't bought anything, right? So that actuals needs to be base of the split. So in that case I need to copy the previous year actual into budget first. I can do it via transaction code KP97, right? There is all the T codes are there. So I can copy previous year actuals into the budget version 0 or 1 or 2, right? Then I can override that budget, right? And there is a distribution rule we have. There is a distribution key which is called as before number 2. So what it does now I what I do after copying it, I re-upload my new budget and saying that do the splitting as before. So as before was previous year actual proportion, right? So it can proportionate that amount. So this can be your ticket. I haven't document. I think I have got document for it. I will share with you guys. Right? So here we are not doing anything. Copying is allowed, right? What I want you to do, double click on controlling area setting again. Go to general definition again. Select 0. Setting for profit center accounting. See here we don't have here. Setting for profit center accounting.
That is not active.
It says navigation not permitted.
No. Double click on general version definition. You can click on new entry if it is general version definition.
Top one.
So because components are not active on the
New entry. Click
Then
on
do
new.
the new entry.
Yeah, new entry here. Setting. See, let me go back. Let me show you. Select 0.
Wait. Save changes.
On general area definition, select version 0.
Yeah.
Double click on setting for profit center accounting. Yeah, and then click on new entry.
Okay.
Year is 2014. We'll say online transfer allowed, line item. We'll say exchange rate type M. M is an average rate. Click on save. Right? Done it?
The general version is new. How we selected 2014?
Type it,
Type
not
it.
select it.
Just clicking on it. This setting for profit center. Setting for profit center. But first you need to select 0. Yeah. Then you need to click on the copy. General. You click on the general version. General version definition. Then go on the setting. Yeah. New entry. New entry. Yeah. New entry.
Oh, is it? It is giving warning.
Huh?
It is giving warning. The machine is fast, isn't it?
Oh,
No worries.
Sorry, I gotta do
No
this.
worries. I'll do it.
too much.
Yeah, I gotta do
Too much. No, Sam is done. It's cracked.
My brand new board. It's done.
It's cracked, yeah. It's cracked. I just need to turn on the VM.
Okay, have you done that step, Amish?
Yeah.
Actually, we missed one step. I want you to do one thing. So we meant to maintain that cost center hierarchy. So here, go back again on maintain controlling area.
Do you need to save this?
Yeah,
Okay,
save it. Maintain controlling area. Second option, maintain controlling area again. See, you can add on the previous node. You don't need to write from. It is not an additional step. Something which I missed. Double click on CW01. We need to give here cost center hierarchy. Standard hierarchy. Okay. Let's say CCW 000. It can be anything, right? What is hierarchy? Cost center hierarchy is nothing but department branching, right? So Wembley department is reporting to London headquarters. London headquarters is reporting to UK headquarters, right? So likewise, you have branches for department, right? You understand what I'm trying to say? So that hierarchy they decide, and then they follow the strict naming convention. So the first two characters belongs to region. The next two character belongs to a particular department. Right? And then the next three character is, they do a naming convention for everything. Right? This is what they do on Blueprint. Right? So CCW 000. Save it.
So what does this number indicate? This number, it is CW 00.
It is our company code is CW, right? I said CC cost center.
Okay.
Right? So I just made that up, but people scratch their head, just to find this thing, the naming convention. Based on that, the whole hierarchy will follow. Standard hierarchy CCW 000 does not exist. Should that be created? Yes. It did not ask you?
Very good.
You sure? Click on save again.
Data already saved.
That's very good.
Didn't ask you at all.
Hierarchy.
Okay. We will address that thing. Not a problem. See, now all the necessary background work we have done for cost center, it should work. Cost center should work now. Right?
So now we'll get some open option on the FB60 when we enter invoice. Where
No,
we
no,
want
still
to.
we have to create cost center. We need to create cost element. And first of all, we need to create cost center groups, right? So open another session. Now we are doing all our end user activities. So config wise, what we have done, we have created controlling area, copied number ranges and version, right? Nothing else, and we have activated few components, right? Now we go open another session. Go to accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, master data, cost center group, KSH1, create. See, this is the standard hierarchy. This is the top group which we have. CCW 000 will come up, right?
Yeah.
KSH1, you can type T code directly if you don't want to follow path.
In the cost center accounting, we need the master account. Master data.
Okay, I'll go slow. Sorry. Cost center, master data, cost center group, KSH1. Double click. CCW 000. The object already exists, which is good. Are you all getting the same message? Well,
Yes.
okay, great. Now we can create further group here. Okay. The object already exists. Let's use some other number. CCW 001. Let's use this one. Cost center group, for Europe. It's not coming?
No.
Hmm?
When we enter, we are getting this message. The object is already.
No, change the name.
It's not 000. Just put one.
I clicked on change the object, yes.
CC.
Then
No, what I want to do, create two groups.
That's it, one. CC. W, 001.
If
One W, just one W. CC, W, 001. Enter.
You have to save it back.
yes,
Press enter. Okay. Press enter. Okay.
Sorry, I'm confusing at KSH1.
why?
For you. Do you see it in
Yeah, see.
I see. Okay, have you created one or two?
one?
CCW 00 or 001,
001.
right? You all have created one or two?
001.
Two, okay. So one we will create for Europe, one for US, just for example, right? Why it doesn't let me change?
Yeah, it's happening the same for me.
Because it's open here. That's the reason why. It was open here.
Yeah. See.
Group change. Cost center group for America. So this is the hierarchy which we are creating. Under this group, we will create cost centers. You can create another group within under this group by clicking lower level. Same level, it will be a parallel entry. Right now, CCW000 and CCW001 is on parallel, right? It is parallel. But I can click on lower, it will create a lower entry. And that is also a group, not a cost center, right? But I don't want to create it right now. I will say no. Right? So I will use CW001 I will use because that is for Europe. So next thing I need to do is to create a cost center itself. So cost center KS01, this one individual processing KS01. Click on create. I'll say the name of the cost center is marketing. Starting from 1st of April 2014. Right? Once you type this, hit enter.
When date is okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Indefinite with its means. 31st 12/9999.
Sorry. Just looking at my phone.
Oh, I'm this way.
It's compiling. It compiling in yours? Or
Done.
Hmm?
It's
Done.
all done.
Done?
Yeah.
Wow. Machine is slow, man.
Slow now.
Type marketing. Marketing. I'm not used to with this keyboard. Person responsible, you can put your own name. What's your surname, man?
But BHTT.
BZTT. Cost center category. There are different predefined categories. You can create your own categories, right? Which is used for reporting purpose. So we will say this is sales cost center categories. Now hierarchy, we will choose our hierarchy, the one which we have created. See, default we have assigned, it will come CCW000, right? But which you can change. You can give one here. Let's see how it goes. Maybe it will push us to use 0, but currency GBP. And as you can see, it is asking for profit center. But since we don't have profit center at this point of time, we are not doing anything with it. Right? It says cannot be used here. So let's use 0 instead. Or we can change an assignment there where we have assigned initially. Right? CCW000, hit enter twice.
Sys is at present blocked against changes.
should be open somewhere else.
Ah,
Okay, so
Profit center.
no, I had it
no, we
open
don't
in
need to
the
go. It's a
SPR.
warning. Just ignore that warning. So
Accounting is active, but you do not enter the percent.
yeah.
Yep, that's okay now.
So on control, see, cost center can do many things. It can carry cost. It can carry revenue as well. Right? It can carry secondary cost as well. So you can log for certain things. Cost center. Right now, by default, it is log for actual revenue, plan revenue, and commitment updates. Right. So when it is tick, it means this is blocked. Sometimes what happens is when they create a sales order, from sales order they create an invoice, and in that sales order they have a cost center assigned to it, and that cost center is blocked for revenues, right? If that cost center in master data, if it is blocked for revenue, it cannot carry revenue, right? Since it is a sales invoice, right, which is being posted against cost center, it cannot carry revenue and it will throw an error. So you are restricting the behavior of cost center here. What should cost center carry and what it shouldn't, right? This is for product costing which we use, right? Templates. So we won't go too much into detail. Right? So most important thing which we need to understand is these two streams, control and basic data, right? History is all about when it is created, communication, who is responsible, telephone number. Because for each and every cost center, there will be an owner of that cost center. The department manager is an owner of that cost center, right? So you can have all the communication detail, address detail, where is he based, in which building, which office number, right? So those information. So click on save. Likewise, create another cost center called advertising. Currency GBP. Hit enter. Just a warning. Just ignore the warning. Click on save. Yes. So what we have done, we have created two cost center. One is marketing and advertising. Yes. Now what we have to do is go to any GL account which is expense related GL account. Any stationery or rent or whatever account you have. Do you have anything? Okay. Good. S00. Chanakya Limited. Shall I change the company to CW? Let him leave, man. You went after.
You know what you do.
Yeah. I read many discourses. Okay. He was Kautilya he used to call, right?
Okay, yeah. Founder of Takshashila.
Okay, so what is your rent expense, right? Shall I take this one? Whatever expense account you have, choose the expense account, right? On the third tab, first thing we have to do, we need to change the field status group. Instead of G001, change it to G004 because now it is going to become a cost
Cost
account, right? I think you are going to buy a new machine.
Yeah.
He's
Stop changing.
taking out all his frustration with his fingertip.
No.
So G004, yeah. Click on save.
So it's even if I do it, it's not saving it.
Are you narrating now?
Click on
Click
pencil
on
first.
pencil first.
Click on pencil.
Pencil. Okay. After
Yeah.
changing this, click on edit cost element button here. Edit cost element. Now we are creating a cost element using the GL account. And everything will come, the data is coming like this. All you need to do is to press enter. So cost element category. So we need to select one primary cost reducing revenues. Right? 11 is just for revenues. 3 and 4 is for accrual and deferral and prepayments. Right? 22 is for external settlement. You can do a settlement. You know, when I was talking about asset accounting. In asset, in our university, whatever building work is happening, we put internal order. Now you understand, right? I believe conceptually, event driven cost, project driven cost. So they are doing refurbishment work. They buy old building. They do refurbish work. They put everything into one internal order. Right? After the building is ready, from that internal order, they settle the cost into asset accounting. They create an asset using that internal order, right? But how does it work? It is through a settlement cost element. We need to create a cost element which is a settlement cost element. Right? So for that it is being used, right? So here select one. The cost element, select one. Indicators, unit of measurement, we don't want to record quantity or anything, right? The third tab, here we can default cost center or internal order as well, but nobody normally does that. Why you want to default? Because stationery any cost center can buy, rent any cost center can buy, right? Pay. Right? So, but option has been given if you want to default it. So all you need to do, click on save. Cost element has been created. Remember that GL code for which you have created cost element. Write it down somewhere. In my case, 2 4 times 02. Write down the number of the
GL account.
cost element. Yeah, same number. Number is not different, but now the same thing is called cost element. So now what we will do, we will post a vendor invoice using that cost element.
E60.
Next B60. Next B60. What vendor you have, you need to tell me, or I can select.
SAP Limited.
I need to change the company code first. Chanakya Limited. CW01.
Space Center. Last one. Yeah.
Hey, you don't need to do star. no?
Yeah, you need to start.
Right. What was mine?
20002.
Where is it?
Where is it? Rantex.
And expense.
Oh, yes, this one. Right? £1,000, but here I need to do additional assignment. After doing this entry, I need to assign here cost center. If you scroll from here, you will see a cost center. Right? Use the drop down and choose the cost center. What we are doing? Is it mark? What is this GL account?
Rent.
Rent. So marketing team is paying the rent.
Sorry, where was it? I didn't get that.
Cost center. Just scroll it further by this button. You will find a cost center.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to calculate tax or anything. I'll click on simulate. Text is required. Click on post. Posted?
So, no, I'm in the cost center to select the cost center, and but on the options, do I just type it cost center?
No, drop down. Use the drop down.
The CW start in both and then click on one.
Okay, I was putting in one only.
Yeah.
So do you understand what we have done so far? Bija?
Simulate here. It's here.
It says posting is only possible with a zero balance.
Come on, man. You shouldn't have this error.
Oh, sorry.
The end user will kill you if you see this.
Don't like this one.
No, that is okay as well.
You know, they feel really jealous. They think these guys are doing nothing and earning more than us.
Surfing net.
Some use is still slow. Slowly.
Seems like mine is going to crash. VMware, I need to recover. Is that a way
Is that-
we can recover? Because seems
No.
like. Okay, let's focus on this. Have you all posted or not?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone?
It's happy.
Happening.
I mean,
Bijal,
okay, yeah, post.
I can tell you those who are suffering to post a vendor invoice, they are not practicing.
That's when we were saying last night.
It
I
was
will-
computer taking time.
I will get priority to those people who can ask question who practice more, yeah? Just kidding, yeah, you all can ask question, but I want you guys to practice. Shouldn't take that long. So, okay, now once Vijal has posted, I can proceed.
Because I
Yeah.
every 60
Vision is so unfair, coming late, forget charger, and then I don't know why.
Done? Done? Okay, now what we can do, we want to see that cost center report, right? So cost center report, for that we can go from the menu as well, but the T code which is very popular is KSB1. KSB1. It is like a line item report. For GL APR we have FBL 1 and 3 and 5, and for cost center this is KSB1. So my cost center is advertising. Remove the group from here. Rest all can remain as it is.
But the
And
cost center should be changed. We
you,
used marketing.
you can use
Oh, okay.
your one obviously. Wait, didn't bring any data.
Say select one
because you
alternative
select
specified.
advertisement, that's why. Change
Yeah.
marketing up. Yeah. Change it to marketing.
Is it? I have selected marketing. I was wondering why it is not coming. Okay. Right? So this is the controlling document which we have posted. If we have profit center assigned to cost center record, there will be two documents here. If we have profit center assigned to cost center master record, but we haven't touched profit center yet, right? What I would like to show you, you can, from here, from environment relationship browser, you can see the complete trail of transaction, where it started, so it will show you your original document, accounting document from controlling. This is important when you create a purchase order against which you have delivery, then you have an invoice, then a controlling document. You can see the complete chain of document for one particular transaction. Right? So what I want you to do now, still we have half an hour, right? We will finish on time today. Yeah. What I want you to do now is to create at least 5 cost element from existing GL account, PNL based GL account, right? Create 5 cost element and do 10 postings. Also create 2 new cost centers as well. Create new, because otherwise you will forget what you did today, right? Create new 2 cost centers. Let's name it, what shall we name it?
Production and
Production. One is production, second is innovation.
innovation.
Create 2 cost centers, production and innovation. Right? Yeah. Create 5 cost elements from GL accounts and post 10 documents using all those different cost centers. Done?
Yeah, it's just VM is a bit slow.
VMS crash.
No, it just should not. I just turned off. Like, no, it was working. I turned on VM. Checked it. So I turned it off. It works fine.
Come out, I will tell you on 11.
It is slow. It is slow. It's activated. I mean, I just wanted to activate it.
And did you close the automatic update?
Yeah, turned off.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. But it's VM is down.
Because sense
So because VM is running, the Windows is slow.
central
No. I
Oh, that one is good.
yeah.
What happened? Nothing has happened.
Nothing is happening.
Yeah, Windows activated. Windows activated.
Oh. Genuine. My window is genuine now.
Genuine now, finally.
Can say it proud.
Proudly.
You can do this now. I think. Yeah.
Well, can I check one thing?
What?
Go to
You can
Open
sit
VM,
here if you want, or it's up to you.
click Manage.
Come
Don't
on,
want
man.
everyone to see.
You can sit there, we can watch what you are doing, man. What's the problem?
And the mouse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One year selected 1st of April till it's a year start. That's how it's like.
Yeah, because our fiscal year start from April. That's the reason.
Oh, stop the recording. Just in case.